Hello, hello, and welcome back to Simple English Cast, your calm and friendly place to learn English through real conversation. If you're listening right now, thank you for choosing us. You could be doing many things, but you are here, and that already means something.
Yes, thank you for being here with us today. And while you're listening, remember, you don't need to understand every word. If you understand the feeling, the idea, you're already learning.
Exactly. And today, Meera and I are talking directly to you. It's not a lecture, it's not a class, it's a conversation, and you're part of it.
So imagine you're sitting with us, maybe with tea or coffee, maybe walking, maybe resting. Wherever you are, you're welcome here.
Meera, let me ask you something, and you listening can think about this too. When someone asks you, "How was your day?" What do you usually say?
Honestly, most people, including you listening, probably say fine or okay, right?
Yes, and you listening might be smiling now because you know it's true. Fine is safe. But today, we want to help you go one step further.
Not big English, not difficult grammar, just real English, the kind people actually use.
So let's start at the beginning of the day. You listening right now, think about your morning.
Yes, think about the moment you wake up. Is it calm? Is it rushed? Is it noisy?
Meera, I'll start, and you listening can compare your morning with mine. My day usually starts with an alarm at 6:30 a.m., and honestly, the first feeling is, not yet.
I think you listening understand that feeling very well. That moment when your mind wakes up before your body.
Exactly. I hit snooze once, sometimes twice, and then I finally sit up. And you listening, maybe you do the same.
Let me ask you something. And this question is for the listener too. Do you check your phone immediately after waking up?
Good question. Yes, sometimes I do. And you listening might do the same.
And how does that make you feel? Calm or already tired?
For me, when I scroll too early, my brain feels busy before the day even starts. So now, I try something different.
Tell us. And you listening, see if this could work for you too.
I drink water first. I open the window. I let light in. Just small things.
I like that. And you listening, notice this is simple English, but real life.
Meera, what about you? How does your morning usually look?
My morning starts quietly. I wake up, sit on my bed for a moment, and ask myself, how do I feel today?
That's powerful. And you listening, you can ask yourself that too.
Some mornings I feel fresh. Some mornings I feel heavy, and both are okay.
That's an important message for you listening. Your day doesn't have to start perfectly to be a good day.
Now let's move into the next part of the day, the commute. You listening, how do you go to work or study?
For me, I usually drive. And you listening might drive, walk, take a bus, or work from home.
Alex, how do you feel during your commute?
It depends. On good days, I listen to music or a podcast. On stressful days, traffic makes me impatient.
And you listening probably feel that too sometimes. That feeling of being stuck, not moving, watching time pass.
Yes, but I learned something. When I can't change the situation, I change how I use the time.
That's a great lesson for the listener. You can turn waiting time into learning time.
Now let's talk about work or study. You listening, this is where your day often feels long.
Alex, when you start work, what's the first thing you do?
I used to open email immediately, but that made me stressed.
And you listening may feel the same. Too much information, too early.
Now, I start with one important task. Just one.
That's a good tip for the listener. Simple, not overwhelming. Now let's talk about the afternoon. You listening, do you feel tired around 3 p.m.?
I definitely do. My energy drops and my brain feels slow.
That's normal, and you listening should know this. It's not laziness.
Exactly. So instead of fighting it, I adjust.
And that's something you listening can try too. Change the task, not yourself.
Now let's talk about evening, the moment you come home or finish your work.
You listening, how do you usually feel at that time?
For me, some evenings are productive. Some evenings are just about rest.
And both are okay. You listening don't need to earn rest.
Exactly. Rest is part of life, not a reward.
Now let's help you, the listener, talk about your day in English.
Think of your day in 5 simple parts.
Morning, commute, work or study, evening, before bed.
You don't need long sentences, just honest ones.
For example, and you listening can repeat after us later.
My day starts with coffee and quiet time.
On my way to work, I listen to music.
During the day, I focus on my main tasks.
After work, I relax and slow down.
Before bed, I like to think about one good thing.
You listening right now, you're doing well.
Yes, learning English is not about being perfect. It's about being present.
And every time you listen, speak, or try, you move forward.
You don't need to sound like a native speaker. You just need to sound like you. Meera, before we go deeper, let me ask you, and this question is also for the listener, why do you think talking about daily life is so powerful for learning English?
That's a great question. I think it's powerful because your day already exists. You don't need to imagine a fake story.
Exactly. And you, listening, don't need special vocabulary to talk about your own life.
You just need words for what you already do. Wake up, work, eat, rest.
Let's talk about something important, time expressions. You listening probably want to know how to sound more natural when you talk about time.
Yes. Instead of saying exact times all the time, native speakers often say things like around, usually, most days.
For example, you could say, I usually wake up around 7.
Or, most days I start work in the morning.
Or you listening, notice how relaxed that sounds. No pressure, no perfection.
Alex, let me ask you something personal. How do you usually feel during the day, emotionally?
Good question. And you, listening, can think about your own answer too. Some days I feel focused in the morning. Other days I feel distracted.
And that's normal. Life is not the same every day.
Exactly. So instead of saying, my day was fine, you can say, my day was busy but okay.
Or, I felt tired in the afternoon, but better in the evening.
You listening, these are simple sentences, but they give more life to your English.
Now let's practice something important, asking questions.
Yes, because real conversations are not speeches. They are questions and answers.
Alex, I'll ask you a question, and you listening can imagine your own answer.
Sounds good.
What part of your day do you enjoy the most?
I enjoy the evening the most because my responsibilities slow down.
That's a nice way to say it. And you listening, what about you?
You could answer, I enjoy the morning because it feels quiet.
Or, I enjoy the night because I can relax.
Let's talk about small talk. You listening might think small talk is useless, but it's not.
Small talk builds connection. It's how conversations start.
For example, someone might ask you, how's your day going?
Instead of saying, fine, you could say, it's been a long day, but I'm managing.
Or, it's pretty busy today, but not too bad.
You listening, these answers sound human, not robotic.
Meera, food is a big part of daily life. How do you usually talk about food in English?
I keep it simple. For example, I grabbed something quick for lunch.
That's a great phrase. Grabbed something quick means you ate fast, not a big meal. You listening can also say, I didn't really feel like cooking today.
Or, I made something simple for dinner.
Do you talk about being tired in English often? All the time, and you listening probably do too.
Instead of saying, I am tired, you can say, I'm feeling low on energy.
Or, I'm a bit worn out today.
You listening, these expressions sound very natural and polite.
Let's imagine a short conversation. You listening can follow along.
How was your evening yesterday?
It was quiet. I cooked dinner and watched something light.
That sounds relaxing. And you listening, you can answer like that too.
You don't need excitement every day. Calm is also a story.
Reflection is a big part of fluency. Not grammar, reflection.
Yes, thinking about your day helps you find words for it.
You listening might ask yourself at night, what went well today?
Or, what was difficult today?
You don't need to share everything. Just choose one small moment.
Let's give you a small practice task.
You listening, answer these questions in your head or out loud.
What time did your day start today?
How did you feel in the afternoon?
What did you do after work or study?
And how do you feel right now?
If this feels hard, that's okay.
Hard means you're learning.
And you listening should remember this. Fluency comes from use, not from knowing rules.
Every sentence you try is progress.
Meera, let's talk about something real. Not every day is a good day.
That's true, and you listening probably know this very well.
So let me ask you, how do you usually talk about a bad day in English?
Many learners say, "It was bad," but we can say a little more even with simple words.
For example, you could say, it was a long day.
Or, "I felt tired and a bit stressed."
You listening, notice how honest and natural that sounds.
Alex, when you feel stressed, how do you explain that in English?
I usually say, I had a lot on my mind today.
That's a very natural phrase, and you listening can use it too.
Another simple one is, I felt under pressure.
Under pressure means you feel like many things are pushing you at the same time.
And if you want to keep it very simple, you can say, today felt heavy.
Let's talk about mental tiredness, not body tired, mind tired.
Yes, you listening may feel this often, especially after a long day.
Alex, how do you say that your brain is tired?
I say, my brain feels full.
That's a good one. Or, I couldn't focus very well today.
You listening, these sentences are very useful at work or in study situations.
Let's do a short role play. You listening can imagine you are part of this conversation.
Okay, Meera, ask me about my day.
Alex, how was your day today?
It was a bit challenging. I had a lot to do and my energy was low.
That sounds tough. Did anything good happen?
Yes, actually. I finished one important task and that felt good.
You listening, see how Alex didn't say good or bad only. He shared a small story.
Even on bad days, there are small, good moments.
And you listening should try to notice them.
For example, you can say, one nice thing today was my morning coffee.
Or, I had a short but nice conversation with someone.
Simple English, real feeling.
Alex, do you think routines help or hurt?
I think routines help most of the time. They give structure.
And you listening might feel the same.
So you can say, most days are similar, but today was different.
Or, usually my day is calm, but today was busy.
Let's talk about some useful words.
Words like usually, today, lately.
Usually talks about your normal life.
For example, I usually feel tired in the afternoon.
Today talks about now.
Today, I felt more relaxed.
Lately talks about recent days.
Lately, my days have been busy.
You listening, these three words help you sound clear and natural.
Alex, how do you say your day was busy without sounding negative?
I say, it was a full day.
That's a nice phrase. Full day means many things happened.
You can also say, I didn't have much free time today.
You listening, these phrases are polite and common.
What about calm days, Meera?
For calm days, I say, it was a quiet day.
Or, nothing special happened, but it was peaceful.
You listening, peaceful is a very useful word.
Sometimes people ask more than one question.
Yes, like, how was your day? What did you do?
You don't need a long answer, just add one detail.
For example, it was good. I worked and then relaxed at home.
That's perfect. You listening, let's talk about fear. Fear of making mistakes.
Mistakes are part of speaking.
Every fluent speaker made thousands of mistakes.
So if your sentence is not perfect, speak anyway.
English is a tool, not a test.
Here's a small habit for you listening.
Every night, say one sentence about your day in English.
Just one.
For example, today was tiring, but I did my best.
That's enough.
Meera, let's talk about motivation. You listening probably ask yourself sometimes, how do I stay motivated to learn English?
That's a very real question. And the honest answer is, you don't always feel motivated.
Exactly. Motivation comes and goes.
So instead of waiting for motivation, we build routines.
And you listening can do this in small ways.
Alex, how would you explain the difference between motivation and habit?
Motivation is a feeling. Habit is an action.
That's a great way to say it. And you listening don't need strong feelings every day,
You just need a small daily action.
like listening to this podcast.
You listening might think, I don't have time to practice English.
But practice doesn't mean 1 hour.
Practice can be 5 minutes.
For example, you can say one sentence about your day while brushing your teeth.
Or you can describe what you're doing in English while cooking.
You listening, this is real-life English practice.
Meera, let me ask you something honest. Do you ever feel stuck when learning something new?
All the time. And you listening probably feel the same.
How do you talk about that feeling in English?
You can say, I feel stuck.
Or, I'm not making progress right now.
Both are very natural.
Sometimes progress is quiet.
Yes, you don't notice it every day.
You listening might suddenly understand a sentence that was difficult before.
And that's progress.
So you can say, I'm slowly getting better.
Or, it's getting easier little by little.
Consistency is more important than speed.
You listening don't need to rush.
Learning English is not a race.
It's a long walk.
So you can say, I try to practice a little every day.
That sentence already sounds confident.
Let's talk about your past.
You listening might say, I studied English before, but I stopped.
That's very common.
You can also say, I learned English at school, but I didn't use it much.
And now you're back. That matters.
How do you talk about starting again?
I say, I'm starting again, step by step.
That's a strong sentence.
And you listening can use it too.
Now let's talk about the future.
You listening might want to say what you plan to do.
You don't need complicated grammar.
You can say, I want to improve my English.
Or, I'm trying to speak more.
Both are perfect.
Alex, what kind of goals help learners the most?
Small, clear goals.
Like what?
For example, I want to learn one new word a day.
Or, I want to speak for 5 minutes a day.
You listening, those goals are possible.
Let's talk about something important. Kindness.
Being kind to yourself.
You listening might judge yourself too hard.
But learning needs patience.
So you can say, I'm learning, and that's okay.
Let's show a short conversation about learning English.
Okay. Alex, how is your English practice going?
It's going slowly, but I'm consistent.
That's good. Slow and steady is better than fast and stressed.
You listening? This is how real people talk.
You listening right now are already doing enough.
You showed up.
You listened.
You learned something small.
That's real progress.
Meera, let's talk about confidence. You listening may understand English, but feel nervous speaking it.
That's very common. Confidence doesn't come before speaking. It comes from speaking.
Exactly. And you listening don't need perfect sentences to be confident.
You just need to start.
Let me ask you something, Meera. What do learners fear the most?
Making mistakes, and you listening probably feel that fear too.
But mistakes are not failure.
They are feedback.
When someone understands you, even with mistakes, you succeeded.
You listening, communication is the goal, not perfection.
Meera, do you like mirror practice?
Yes, it feels strange at first, but it helps.
You listening can look at yourself and say, today was a long day.
Or, I'm learning English step by step.
That builds confidence.
Let's be honest, perfect English doesn't exist in real life.
That's true. People pause, repeat, and correct themselves.
And you listening are allowed to do the same.
You can say, sorry, let me say that again.
That's natural English.
Let's talk about filler words.
Words like, well, you know, actually.
They give you time to think.
You listening can use them without fear.
For example, Well, my day was busy, but okay.
Some learners think long answers are better.
But short answers are completely okay.
You listening don't need speeches.
A simple answer is enough.
How was your day?
Busy but productive.
Perfect.
Fluency is about flow.
Not about grammar rules in your head.
If your sentence flows, it works.
Grammar improves with use.
You listening need one mindset change.
English is not a school subject anymore.
It's a communication tool.
Use it, even imperfectly.
Here's a small confidence exercise for you listening.
Every day, say one sentence out loud.
Just one confident sentence.
For example, I can express myself in English.
Say it even if you don't fully believe it yet.
Beliefs grows with action.
You are not late.
You are not bad at English.
You are learning.
And learning is enough.
We're almost at the end of this journey. Meera, let's slowly review what we talked about today. Not like a test, just a friendly recap.
Good idea. And you listening, don't worry about remembering everything. Just notice what feels familiar.
First, we talked about talking about your day. Morning, afternoon, evening.
Yes, you learned that you don't need big stories. Small, honest sentences are enough.
For example, you can say, my day started quietly.
Or, the afternoon was tiring but manageable.
Let's go over some useful phrases again.
You listening might already remember some of them.
Hit snooze when you stop your alarm for a few more minutes.
Drag myself out of bed when getting up feels very hard.
On autopilot, when you do things without thinking much.
Stuck in traffic when you can't move easily on the road.
Make the most of it when you use a situation in the best way.
Crash on the sofa when you sit or lie down because you're exhausted.
Wind down when you slowly relax at the end of the day.
You listening don't need to memorize all of these. Choose one or two and try to use them.
Now, let's give you one full example. You listening can use this as a model.
Yes, and remember, this is just an example. Your day will sound different, and that's good.
Here's a simple full-day description. My day starts with my alarm and a strong cup of coffee. I usually feel slow in the morning, so I take my time. On my way to work, I listen to music and try to wake up fully. During the day, I focus on my tasks and take short breaks. In the afternoon, my energy drops, so I do easier work. After work, I go home and relax. Before bed, I like to wind down with something quiet. I feel tired, but also satisfied.
You listening? That's real English. Simple, clear, and honest.
Meera, let's answer the famous question one more time.
Yes. How was your day?
You don't have to say, fine,
You can say, it was busy, but okay.
or it was long, but I learned something.
Or even, it wasn't my best day, but I managed.
All of these are strong answers.
You listening? Let's talk honestly for a moment.
Learning English takes time.
Some days feel easy. Some days feel frustrating.
That's normal.
Don't compare yourself to others.
Compare yourself to yesterday.
Even a small step forward matters.
English doesn't live only in books,
It lives in your day,
in your thoughts,
in small conversations.
in moments like this, listening, understanding, growing.
Before we end, let's do one last small practice.
You listening, say this sentence out loud or in your head. Today, I practiced English, and that's enough.
If you did that, you did something good today.
Thank you for spending part of your day with us.
We really appreciate you listening until the end.
If you enjoyed this episode, you can like, subscribe, or share it with someone who is learning English too.
And if you want to practice, write 1 or 2 sentences about your day in English.
We read them. We really do.
It feels like a quiet conversation with people from all over the world.
This is Alex.
And this is Meera.
And you've been listening to Simple English Cast.
Take care of yourself.
Keep going step by step. See you in the next episode. Bye.